Hey guys, welcome to Fallout 3, the best game of the decade after, Supreme Bass Fishing on the PS1. That's pretty good. That doesn't exist, don't look that up. So, you don't know what Fallout 3 is. Essentially, it's a video game, you know? You can tell a video game's good by the fact that you start the game as a baby coming out the womb. How many games exist where you're literally getting splurted out of your mother's... that's a bit of a loaded question in 2020, Mr. Liam Neeson. By the way, Liam Neeson's in this game. Yeah, he plays a Deathclaw. Yeah, my favorite thing about Liam Neeson is that in his spare time, he does help give birth to babies. He also made this one, so Liam Neeson, thank you for being my dad. Well, you know what, Liam Neeson, you know, since I am your son, you are a star of this video game, and much like many people's dads, you do end up disappearing as soon as you enter my life in this game. So, you know what, I feel like, yeah, Derek, you know, good name, good solid name. Yeah, it's quite scary if you think about it. You ever been approached by a man called Derek in the streets? No, it's pretty scary. Now imagine being someone called Derek in the nuclear wasteland. Alright, literally 2 seconds out of the womb, my dad's already roasting me. Alright, well, it's that time again, boys. A lot of people don't realize, but when you really want to get into a video game and like really put yourself in the place where the character is, you gotta RP. And to get into RP, you need to relate to the character. You need to make that character something that you can feel and get a part of. That's why I've got ahead and made my character Fish Sniffer Bike Sniffer Man. That's right. He came all the way from Mars to sniff your bicycle seat. I'm an extraterrestrial pervert. I'm gonna look like a lot like my dad, apparently. Thank you, Liam Neeson. That's brilliant. You know what? I don't care if you are Liam Neeson. That is not appropriate attire to be wearing around a child. Oh no! Stop, Liam Neeson! Don't lock me away. Oh, I've been taken. Unfortunately, for little pervert McGee over there, I guess it runs in the family technically. I am quite capable of just opening this, so checkmate, Liam Neeson. Alright, so I guess if you're a extraterrestrial alien from the planet Mars, your intelligence is probably quite high, but if you landed on Earth, I imagine your luck's probably quite low. That's right, Liam Neeson. Look at that. Be amazed. I've managed to jump onto the chair. Alright, now, so at this point in Fallout 3, if you've never played before, he's probably going to try to preach to you the Bible. But personally, I don't think Liam Neeson has any right to be preaching the Bible when he looks like that. You know, I know it's my birthday party, and you're going to give me that Pip-Boy, but is anyone going to notice that that woman just cannot stop staring at me? Is it because of my dad? I mean, I know he's Liam Neeson, but just ask for an autograph or something, woman! Come on, stop staring! Right, you know what? Clearly, guys, I did not understand the dress code for this party, as everyone had seemed to just left me out once again. Why am I the only alien wearing the vault suit? Oh, so I gotta point this out real quickly. Yeah. I look like a Tic Tac with hair. Right, so after the, post-apocalyptic birthday party... Thanks, Beatrice! I was in the middle of monologuing! Oh god, if Liam Neeson ever asks me if I'm ready for my surprise while wearing this getup. Oh, jeez, I am so ready, Liam. Oh no, joke's on him. He just gave me a BB gun, which if you've ever used a BB gun before, you know that you need to be very responsible with it. Fortunately though, Dad, I need to make a quick pit stop. Just bear with me. Alright, where are you at? Oh, there you are, Beatrice. I know that we got off on the wrong foot, but don't worry, I got this. You know. Yeah, don't suit to mind that. Just a little bit of murder. Oh, Stanley. Little do you know. I just gotta be real with you guys. I know we're in some weird, like, you know, underground vault and stuff, and the apocalypse has happened, but this is an absolutely amazing birthday party. You guys have got to meet every... Oh, sorry about that. Don't mind me. I'll just take care of this right now. Oh, yeah, sorry about that, Dad. Just had a little bit of a diversion. What do you want me to do exactly? Oh, you want me to shoot that gun, didn't you? I'm very happy that you guys have actually... Give me a second. Gotta say, Dad, best birthday I have ever had. Personally, I think this might be better than the last one where you wore that other kinky suit and this small boy beat me up. You know what, Dad? I've had so much fun today. I've learned so much about myself, and is this going to be in the picture, Dad? Smile! Alright, so after doing all that shenanigans, Dad's finally gone ahead and put some clothes on, and we are ready to actually start the game. Not really, actually, we're not ready to start the game at all. We just need to go ahead and do the goat exam, but before we do that, we need to ignore whatever's going on here, because no one's actually that interested in saving a martyr. Am I right, my fellow dude bros? Incel for life! So after like a 4-year sleep there, guess what? You've waken up, you're an adult, and your dad, like every other dad, has gone to the gas station that no longer exists in the world because everywhere is blown up and destroyed, and he's never coming back. So we need to go find him. Now, Ma was very stupid there because she did go ahead and give me a gun, and I promised I would not use it against anyone unless I needed to. So, you know what? Already broke that rule. My bad. You know, it's very funny how we've gone from, like, just being a normal guy to bashing in security guards' heads with a baseball bat. Personally, I think that's a bit of a, you know, a 1 to 100 very quickly. Especially since all that's really happened is that my dad left me. And now I'm a murderer. That was my fault. He decided to go get cigarettes. I haven't done anything wrong. Bob. Murder someone. Are you being a snitch? Okay, you know what happens to snitches in this vault, mister. Didn't see that one coming, did ya? Hey guys, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to beat it to death with a baseball bat. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Come here, chief security, had it. Oh, hey. Right now, the overseer is right in that room. And he's interrogating his own daughter. So you know what? We're gonna make him look like a real fool. That's right. I just unzipped his suit. Now look at him. You're not that scary with no clothes. Oh, you got a bit of a bad dad. Oh, excuse me. That's a bit rude. I only stole his clothes, not his heart, buddy. It's just another casual murder that I'm sure that everyone will quickly forgive. Currently, we're at like how many murders? Do you know, Overseer? Are you gonna go pick that weapon up? Is that you were trying to pick this up, weren't you, mister? Don't try to act nonchalant about it. I saw what you were trying to do. Right, the overseer's a bit of a fool anyway, so we're just gonna leave him here looking stupid in his underpants. See you later, nerd. Oh well, here's Jonas. Here's our dad's friend. I don't know if you remember him. He was the guy that gave us the BB gun, or was there when we had the BB gun. I shot him in the head, and apparently, you know, that didn't stop him, but whatever happened to him here definitely stopped him. So you know what happens when someone dies? You immediately take all their clothes. Oh, that's Amara. How you doing, Amara? I'm just, you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave, really. It's a bit squaring. One second.
What do you need? Careful with that.
There we go, because I stole the overseer's trousers. We don't even need to get the password or anything. We could just, you know, we'll just head on down, because that's where I keep the passwords to all my stuff. Right next to the butt cheek. So once we've gone ahead and we've broken through the overseer's office, we're now at the entrance of the vault, and we can reopen it for the 5th millionth time, and we can start the real story of Fallout 3, which is the story of Liam Neeson really not wanting to pay child support. So before you go, make sure you give a big friendly goodbye to a martyr who's going to stay down here in this rust bucket. What a loser. There we go. It's the friendliest goodbye a boy can give a girl. Once you beat her to unconsciousness, you can just go ahead and bring her on your adventure. Oh, she's back up. Hold on, give me a sec. You can just go ahead and you can bring her on your little adventure out into the capital Wasteland. That's right, guys. I have nothing but the utmost respect for women, which is why I believe they should not be locked up in underground vaults. It's against their will, all right? No, Ma, you're locked down now. I don't know why you're moonwalking. Yeah, like those skills won't impress me. I come from Mars. I've seen people moonwalk in real life. On the moon! Right, see, this is what happens with, you know, modern day women. They're oppressed too much by society. She's trying to get back. It's Stockholm Syndrome, I tell you. So, one of the most iconic moments in Fallout 3 back in the day, you know, 2008, you've just got your game. You haven't heard from Fallout in a very long time, and then you leave the vault, and oh my god. Look at that. God, why is everything so grey? Kind of yellowy grey, really. Well, isn't that a beautiful view? I think it's appropriate that I take this perk after the last clips. Right, so we've left the vault. It's time to have a adventure, and we need to go find Liam Neeson, aka Dad. But on our first stop to finding Dad, we should probably go ahead and get something out the way. That's right, I haven't ever left that vault in my entire life, but I've got a very, a bit of an itch in the back of my brain that's telling me I need to go to this very specific house. And to go ahead and beat this woman to death. Bear in mind, our main character is like 18, 19 years old or whatnot. Just left the vault, never had any, weird tendencies or anything, and has just gone ahead and beat a random woman to death because she had 400 caps on her, baby! Well, surprisingly, even though we did just beat that woman to death, and technically these possessions belong to no one anymore, we still get negative karma. But thankfully in this run, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about negative karma.
So, one of the big things that, Fallout 3 is all about is finding your dad, Liam Neeson, who has gone ahead to the gas station, and you probably won't be seeing for another few years. But if you can't particularly be bothered to go find him, you can just go ahead and you just not, because who needs a dad when you are a human Tic Tac? Of course, though, if you do want to go ahead and find your dad immediately, you can technically just go and walk straight to the area where he is. There is nothing stopping you. You can just go ahead and immediately know from your giant Tic Tac brain exactly where he is. I've done that plenty of times, though, and whilst it is 100% satisfying to go ahead and beat the game in like 2 minutes, there is plenty to do in Fallout 3. Just not sure where it is. What part of Grey do I want to go to? Stop trying to fill my head with your propaganda! Alright, tell you what. We'll do the smart boy thing. The smart boy thing is to go ahead after robbing that woman and go to Megaton, the massive city, well, massive in terms of Fallout 3 situations, and go there and get a few Questoritos. I don't want to alarm you guys, but you are standing inside of a giant ant. But your name is Crazy Wolfgang. So maybe that's not the craziest thing about you, right? It was a joke. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't want to visit Ram Ranch. That's right. The city with the giant nuke in the middle of town is also led by a guy who thinks he's a sheriff cowboy. The town with the giant nuke in the middle, led by the good guy sheriff cowboy man, is kind of asking for something comically evil to happen to it, in my opinion. So obviously, first thing you do when you enter a new town is to break into the cowboy sheriff's house and steal all his food. Also, he's gonna have one of these lying around, which if you don't know, Bethesda will still be shitting out from a Chinese factory some point for $20 a pop. So get yourself one of those for free now. So after walking into this new town, asserting dominance over the sheriff by stealing his cheap Chinese merchandise, you can also go ahead and push this cow over. Not a lot of people know that you can actually do this if you crouch and press E next to it. It's a fun little Easter egg that I spend most of my time doing in this game. Oh my god. Todd Howard, you genius. You god among men living on this mortal realm. That's right, we'll just put the irradiated two-headed cow next to the nuke. It'll make it look better, really. So after breaking into the pub that's actually run by the only Irish person in the entire damn universe, apparently, you can go ahead and get a little more information about where your dad is, which is fun and totally, it's a bit of a stereotype that the Irish man is in charge of the only drunken place in the entire town, but you know what? I can't stand for it, okay? It's 2020, we need to sort this town out, and thankfully there's a man right here to do that. Just remember that this man sitting right here went ahead and trusted this man to go ahead and take his one fusion charge and stick it on the bomb in the middle of town. It actually does make a lot of sense now I think about it. I'm probably the only person who looks as very suspicious to do that. Now, of course, you could not blow up Megaton, but when there is a giant nuclear explosive sitting in the middle of town with a bunch of crazies worshipping it, and a cowboy sheriff, and a cow you can push over, and a man that's Irish and running a bar, how could you not want to blow the hell out of this town? If Jesus was ever giving us a sign that something needed to go, it's the giant bomb, okay? The giant bomb! I guess before you go, though, you can go ahead and just, there's also a couple sick people in here, but, you know what, you might have, just a common flu, but it's better than what was gonna happen to you, that's for damn sure. One of my favorite things about Fallout 3 that wasn't in Fallout New Vegas is the fact that if you kill a vendor like that over there, you can actually rob his entire supply of stuff he had, which is, oh, it's fun. Real question is, if I go out this door,
What do you think you're doing?
nobody's angry at all. Why would you be? Nothing happened in there. Don't go in there. No one go in there. No one go in there. I let one rip in there. It smells. You can also go ahead and stop off in the, the one place to trade some ammo and stuff in town, which is always a good idea.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. Ugh, I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet
You
you.
just-
I'm Moira Brown. I run
You just have to
Fairsight Supply.
put up with Moira
What
Brown.
I really do is
Alright, after listening to Moira Brown for 2 seconds, I think we should just go ahead and blow the town up immediately, honestly.
Please, do you have any water? I'm so thirsty.
Oh my god. I swear to god. Bernie! Stop it, Bernie! I don't care! Stop it! You know, if there ever was a really good argument for no nuclear war, it's just how goddamn grey everything would be. Who would want to live in this world? Oh my god, look at that, it's a pupper. Oh. Ow! Bad pupper! Bad! You know, just like the very bleak, depressing and grey world of Fallout that we're currently playing, I also currently live in a very bleak and depressing world called YouTube, where I would love to be listening to the radio right now, but unfortunately, if I listen to anything with copyright material, a automated robot by the name of Susan will break down my door and shoot me in the back of the head, which honestly is less than ideal. So finally we made it to the Ivory Tower, where we will be blowing up Megaton. Unfortunately, we can't get in just yet, as we have to wait for this man and his very interesting looking face to have a conversation over the intercom. But while we wait, we can go over here and shoot this man in the back of the head. It's the little things in life. Oh, I'm being talked to by this guy's shoulder. Right. Now, this is a place a man who is a human Tic Tac can finally get behind. It's the type of class I needed in my life. Now, there are a lot of scenes in Fallout, but not a lot of them really have the same sort of impact that blowing up an entire city with a bomb does. God, it feels good. I also just want to iterate, lore-wise, I've probably been out of the vault now for about 2 hours, and first thing I did was blow up a city and kill loads of people. Who are you? Do I know him? Do I know you? Who are you guys? Oh, just like the teachers, parents always told me. Stranger danger. Stranger danger! There we go, just gonna dispose of the evidence down there, you know? No one can know that, what I just did up here. There you go, see you later. Oh, just, yoink. Oh, see you later, guys! Well, Ash was disappointed. I wanted a remote detonator for my thermonuclear explosive, and all I got was this old man's wrinkled face. The best part about that double homicide is, no one really minded that much. Let's make it a triple. You know? You'd think these guys would be a little bit suspicious. So you may be asking, was it really worth blowing up Megaton? Oh my god. You know, blowing up Megaton didn't really help with everything being so goddamn grey. It's now like grey and muddy. Again, another excuse not to be playing with nukes, everybody. How would you feel if you woke up and it looked like your eyeballs were 2 exhaust pipes? I would like that. So one of the most memorable things about Fallout 3 was the underground, the subway, the train, metro stations. And me saying that's the most memorable, it's not a compliment. Just want to let you know that. Uh-oh. It's a big spookum. So after exiting your first subway, metro, train station funtime extravaganza, you will be greeted with a fun little quest with everybody's favorite people in the entire world. That's a supermutant. That's not who I was on about. There they are. Oh, God, my bad, guys. I thought they were over there, but no, they're right over here. Look, it's the Brotherhood of Steel.
Don't belong here.
Or because everyone sort of hates the Brotherhood of Steel in this game, it's more like the Brotherhood of, iron or copper. They're not really that great. Now, with the Brotherhood of Steel around, or the copper boys, you can just go ahead and steal all this for first, and it's free helmet, some free armor that we can't wear. I'm now too fat to move. That's great. Best part is we don't really need to fight any of these super mutants. We can just wait for these guys in their glorified tin cans to do all the work for us. But they are also incredibly slow. So we might just walk through them all and just see what happens. Don't mind me. Just gonna carry on through. You guys got this. Excuse me. Coming through. Don't mind me. Just got my literal plot armor on, apparently. Here's the big battle here. You just want to go ahead and get this guy, and you want to take this for later. Just gonna take a seat right here. Just wait for all this to blow over, really. Oh boy, I get a strange feeling of deja vu in this area. I feel like this might have been copied from a different Fallout game. Am I right, guys? One sec. I gotta go deal with something real quickly. Just yoink. Not yet. There we go. Just another yoink. Oh, I missed again. Hold on. I'm a bit rusty. Oh, guys, feet. Look at that. He got walk properly. His little feet are all burnt. What an idiot. What an idiot. He's got burnt little feet. Oh, now I just feel bad. I blew his whole foot off. You can't just blow a man's whole foot off like that. Yeah, I like how no one questioned the fact when I was told to pick up this fat man, fight that giant fat man. No one questioned why I stripped their dead comrade completely naked to get the fat man. Again, I'm getting incredible deja vu about this whole area. It almost feels like, 1499 of my brain might recognize it. Yeah, after finding your way through that, you now get to fight your way through listening to Free Dog. So Free Dog, and his, expertise and knowledge about everything, has gone ahead and given us a quest to get information on how to find our dad. But first, we need to go stick a satellite dish on the Washington Monument. Welcome to Fallout, baby. Oh, what's that? Your father's missing, dear stranger. Why don't you do some petty and menial tasks for me in one of the most dangerous zones in the entire game? And I may tell you where he went. Free Dog is an asshole. Just don't you forget that. He is exploiting you and your lust to find your father to get a satellite, alright? Ah yes, little child that has come to me in the store looking for its mother. It's crying it's lost, but to find your mother, little child, you must complete a quest to put the satellite dish on the Washington Monument. Why are you crying, child? Do you not want to see your mother again? That's right, guys. You thought the underground sewer metro stations were ogre. But they're not ogre at all. I don't want to admit that I'm missing the irradiated skyline that is Fallout 3's environments, but 20 minutes down here in the station, subway, hell, I'm losing my damn mind. Let me out of here. Best part is when you stick your little head outside of this gate right here, you're in for your share of hell. This is fun. This is totally fun, guys. I love it. I love the museum part of this game. There's just so much fun to be had. Well, after going ahead and expending all of your ammo supplies fighting in the Battle of the Somme, you can go ahead and get to the museum, fight more enemies. Oh, hey guys, welcome back to ISP ASMR. Today I'll be opening up a bag of organs. Oh yeah. And I don't think it's too immoral to be stealing satellite dishes for a crazy guy who runs a radio station in the future if the museum you're stealing it from has been overrun by giant green men with assault rifles. And thankfully this elevator to the Washington Monument top is still working, funnily enough. Nothing else is really working in this world, but the elevator still running. And now you can just throw your satellite dish right on there. Boom! You can now hear Galaxy News Radio across the entire Wasteland. Unfortunately, I can't though. Susan won't let me. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna leave it there for today, guys. This was just a quick little look back at Fallout 3 in the year 2020. Personally, I always really loved and enjoyed Fallout 3, which I know a lot of people always like, hey, it's a terrible game, craps all over the Fallout lore, how can you enjoy it? But I just do. I think it's a fun game. And I think without Fallout 3, obviously there would never have been a Fallout New Vegas or a Fallout 4. Oh no, Fallout 76. Okay. Maybe we should have not had Fallout 3. But personally, I think this game was great. And I still love it to this day. And whilst there's definitely some areas that are less than desirable, I think this game still lives up to it. And you can enjoy it. Now, obviously, not gonna chill out for the game any more than it is, because you either like it or you don't. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe button down below. And more Bethesda content always on the way, because I just always play these games in my spare time, apparently. But till next time, guys, I'll catch you. I'll smell you later in the exhaust pipe land of Fallout 3. Oh, it's so goddamn exhausting.